What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. And I don't know what just transpired there. Something just went across and went back. Well, the alert just went across. But I guess it's official now. JR Spliff is back. I finally got a doggone notification. Yeah, well, hey, I'm glad you got it, buddy. The Spliff is back. What's up with that? That's right. Smoke up, toke up. They need somebody that can bring it in. They're going to be locked in a bubble. They're going to need somebody who can get it through customs. And we know who that person is. JR to the Spliff, baby. Spliff is the gift. Thank you, Mr. Sledge. I was right again. They was going to bring in Spliff. Now, he has to pass the physical, which means that here there's no drug testing while they're in the bubble. So you can get as high as you want to. And that's going to fit perfectly with him. So now, yeah, he going to come in carrying the bag. You're going to hear the clink, Hennessy bottles. He going to be like, I got the new Hennessy draw. Yeah, see, wow. Instead of putting water in the soil, I was mixing it with a little Henny. So when they grow in, let that Henny get in the soil. Yeah. So when you smoke this, you actually get a little drunk. Oh, buddy, here we go. Don't forget to hit the like button, people. Henny Kush. So you got the pothead of all potheads. You got somebody over there chewing gummies. Well, I guess this is the old Showtime Lakers all over again. Bunch of dope heads. Oh, they gonna go all right. Oh, it's a whole bunch of stuff going off with the Lakers. Y'all just don't even know. Y'all just don't even know. It's so much going on with them Lakers. I'm just waiting off. I'm holding off on it to talk about it. How much money? Shoot, he paying for the bare minimum. Whatever they was finna play, what's his name? Bradley. He just gonna get that money. I'm happy as can be. Because I can't wait till he get in there and screw it all up. You think that he can play the defense? That's why Stephen A. Stupid was over there all raving it. Oh, I think it's a great decision. Jerry, I already made my cam video. You didn't get the notification, but it's out there. Oh, Stephen A. I'll tell you, it was a great decision. I mean, he might even be better than Bradley. No, he isn't. This guy is great for the other team. If somebody look up J.R. Spliff's averages in the NBA Finals, they'll be shocked. Yeah, I see how everybody started calling him Spliff after I did. Now everybody, hey, JR Spliff. I'm like, ain't this something, boy? Crazy, ain't it? Crazy the world we live in. Oh no, it's a lot of stuff that was going on just yesterday. And it's a lot of stuff going on with this bubble that you guys have no idea about, and we're gonna get into it. I was gonna do it today, but then I got a lot of stuff coming up. I got some Kobe on for the Patreon. I got a Kobe Bryant story you guys have never heard. Yep. Kobe versus somebody. Oh, it's going down, 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 down. Thank you, Big Giz. I appreciate that. Don't forget, you can always support the page by hitting up my Cash App. Oh, it's a lot of secrets that nobody knew about until now. It's a lot of secrets going on that a lot of people are not finding out until right now. Why I'm happy? Because I want him on the team. I want him to be right there so that LeBron's failure can be complete. Who's going to turn that ball over? Who's going to make the mental error? He can look at JR and blame him. It was you. I knew we shouldn't have picked you back up. I brought the kush. They gonna smoke out the dome. But I'll tell you one thing from what happened that I was gonna talk on later. But now since we talking about it, we might as well talk about one part of it. On the call, all right, they were talking about JR sleeping with the doggone the worker that they gonna have in there, turning down the beds, getting turned down service, sleeping with them two at a time. This was yesterday in the Zoom chat, joking about that. So we were just gonna talk about that, but that's connected to what we're gonna talk about. That's very important that the NBA forgot or didn't even mention to the rest of them. It's a lot of stuff going on, believe me. Everybody's kind of mad getting on that plane. And I'm going to let you know one other thing. Okay? They want to get rid of the Toronto Raptors. That's another story. Okay? That's a whole nother story. We'll get to it later, but that's involved in it. It's a massive thing going on that you guys have no idea what is transpiring. It's heavy. Why do I got to tell you my sources when my sources are coming up golden? Des, I said they're going to do what they do. I don't want the Lakers to win, but I know what they got to do. Like they finna push Zion into this doggone thing in here. My source is Google. Okay. So my source told me, Google told me that the Toronto Raptors is about to be moved out. And the reason that they finna move the Toronto Raptors out and they don't want them there is because they from out of the country. They coming from Canada. And they all nervous about the Toronto Raptors coming from Canada, from out of the country, coming into the country, playing up against them and being in the hotel. The same hotel you know who is in. And all these whispers going on about the Raptors, and the Raptors know about it. And this has all been talked about. They don't even want them there. So they're not even talking about this on the other shows. Tell you, it's a lot going on that you guys don't know nothing about. I'm trying to tell you. They want the Raptors out of there in the first round knockout. So believe me, look at the Raptors schedule. The Raptors probably got the hardest schedule in them 8 games. They want the Raptors out. Trust me. The NBA, the whole league, and it's all because of you know who. Yeah, I got a list of the entire process, everything that's going down. There's been some modifying that's been happening. So a lot of modifications been made, a lot of changes to the system. This is gonna be crazy. Now, let's get to the gist of everything else. What could J.R. Spliff bring to the Lakers? Nothing but Hennessy and Kush. Other than that, he is a liability on transition defense. He's a liability on defense, period. He doesn't know what it even means. This guy is going to let you down all the way around the board. And if you can't see that, you are a fool. He ain't got to bring the gummies. They got the gummy boy already on the team. Told you, boy, a bunch of dopies hanging around on the team. Right, he's streaky. He could go off. Maybe he won't go off. But defensively, Bradley is better. 10 times better. He could actually try to guard as much as he can and keep Is everybody okay? We just had some weird activity here. Did y'all notice a jump where things got knocked off for a second? I just had some very weird activity come across my screen. Yeah, they know I'm leaking the info. So I'm trying to tell you, they know I know what's up. The people that's listening, like, who's this guy? How does he know? We supposed to have this in the bubble. Who's talking in the bubble? They know. Oh yeah, Jenny liked talking to y'all, man. When y'all talk to her, so don't forget to follow her channel, man. If y'all ever see it, that Jenny Unfiltered, that real, raw, and unfiltered channel. Oh yeah, on Patreon we're gonna have the Kobe Bryant and a situation with Cam Newton. That's today. Well, you can go on her page, Skippy. Well, let her know that, Lex. What's the link to her channel? I don't even know if I have a link. Wait, that just might be it. That's a link to one of her videos. The one that I did for promoting her channel. Is that Jenny page used to be Gavin's page? Yeah, I did. It's glitching up again. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Everybody should be hitting the like button, and maybe that'll stop some of the glitching, I guess. Because I don't know what's happening. We haven't touched anything. Everything's been moving fine. We've had no problems, and all of a sudden, here comes sabotage. Yeah, so they trying to, I'm talking blasphemy. How am I talking blasphemy? Well, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Yeah, on the Patreon is going down today. So if you're a Patreon member, you already know what's coming. You're gonna hear about Kobe and that situation. They trying to. I don't know what they're doing, but they trying to sabotage everything we got going here. Well, JR just got to pass the physical. They finalizing everything, but he's a Laker. Just don't even worry about that. Spliff is gonna be out there in the bubble, and there's no drug testing that's gonna happen during this time for the 2 months. Thanks, Solo. How do I stay motivated? Well, it's either work or be poor. I've been poor. Not fun. Yes, a lot of situations out there. They're mad because I just told y'all the bombshell about them wanting the Raptors out of there. They want the Raptors out. They got the dope boy, dope boy, dope boy, dope boy, dope boy, dope boy. Yeah, that's me. JR and Waiters. New York basketball. Well, New York basketball, you guys are in great shape because I told you about what a month ago that they trying to get Trey Young. They were supposed to get Trey Young, and Atlanta ended up getting Trey Young. So this year, They either gonna get Melo or they gonna make the trade and get Trae Young. Trae Young was supposed to be a Knick. That's not a Photoshop when you see him at the shoot around for the Knicks and he did trials for the Knicks. That's him draped up in all the Knicks gear and everything else, and he out there doing the press conference talking about the shoot around and all that. That's him in actual Knicks gear. Atlanta just happened to be the place that decided to trade for him. And then they didn't pull the trigger on him. Now they want him. And he's about to, be out. When his contract is up, he got the option. He ain't gonna sign back with him. He goes like, look, they gonna, make the trade. Cause he tired of losing, man. He feel like Atlanta ain't, trying to win it all. So you put Trae Young on the Knicks with that young nucleus. Yeah, Trae just signed. Well, his agent just signed with Rock Nation. So his agent working with Rock Nation. I mean, with Clutch Sports. And they got Worldwide Wes. He's the Al Heyman of the NBA. And we know Worldwide Wes. His nephew is Johnny. So we know him. And he's attached to Jordan Brand, like Worldwide Wes. He's attached with working with Jordan Brand for a while. Then he branched off and started doing his own thing. And he was helping out with Rock Nation. He don't take a lot of photos, don't do interviews. Like I said, and him and Al Heyman used to do some business together. But, they start giving Al all the credit for stuff Wes was doing. No, not in the long run. I just lost some big money gambling yesterday, and I'm not happy about that at all. So, Jay shouted him out on some song because Wes know how to bring that money in. No, let's talk about the other half of it. The other half, which I think is really stupid, the NBA has come up to an agreement that they're going to let the players, instead of putting their name on the back of the jerseys, put on the charity foundation that they're playing for, or whatever, whoever's sponsoring, like Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, so if you bring in a guy that's not a big superstar and don't nobody really know, how are we going to know who scored the basket? We're going to be like, oh, man, yeah, that was Children's Hospital just scored again. They on both teams, separate teams. Yeah, the Children's Hospital is racking up. What would the Trae Young trade look like? First round pick from the Knicks So they'll draft the Ball son and trade him to Atlanta for Trae Young, plus other conditions. That's already on the table. So yeah, I'm just going by right now what I know, and some of the things I could talk about, some I can't. But that's what it would look like. All right. Well, welcome, Spoon. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. He riding with us. Y'all know the Cash App is Carceno. Carceno. You want to donate to the page? What's wrong with JR using weed to heal himself? That's cool. What he do on his off time is his business. But when you're on a basketball court and you gotta sit there and adjust to things moving at fast pace. In basketball, you gotta make decisions, plays ahead of plays. NBA basketball compared to regular basketball are two entirely different entities. Okay. The ball can move so fast in the NBA. It's different than watching a pickup game outside on the court. When you play an NBA basketball, it could be one pass to half court, 2-3 dribbles, pass, go from here all the way in there like a bullet. That's the difference with NBA. NBA, they practice, they train, they ain't hanging out at the club all day. So when they throwing the ball, it ain't like the guy that's at the rec center throwing the ball. You know, he just came out the house and throwing the ball. When they throw the ball with just two fingers like this, that ball flying. You're like, whoa, it don't look this fast on TV. Because everybody's playing at that speed. They're playing at game speed. Right. So the game, it's been elevated. He's like, that was Kyrie's idea. I doubt that was Kyrie's idea. That sounds like some LBJ crap. Yeah, you want JR out there with decision-making time? You guys just think he made that one big play. No, that was the play he made in the NBA Finals. Go on YouTube and look at a bunch of JR Spliff bloopers. All his bonehead plays. You will see him and you were like, what the heck? What is he doing? It's like he's done the same play before in the game. He don't know the score. He don't know the situation. It's the dro. It's the dro, man. And they blame him for losing the game. When that game was going overtime, it was tied. And the person that could have put them in the lead missed the free throw. And they never mentioned George Hill. George over the hill got the biggest pass in history. He missed a shot that would have had them winning the game. He split the free throws. And they blame Spliff. He should buy Spliff a car. He should be like, look, man, here's your car. I choked and nobody talked about me. Way to go, man. I mean, and then his post, he was so fried. If you listen to his post game, They was like, you knew what time it was? Yeah, I knew this. Yeah, I know. I didn't lose track of the score. No, I knew what was going on. I was just trying to get a ball to them and thought they were gonna call a timeout or something. But yeah, I knew we were tied. Man, they were like, you didn't know nothing. Man, your reaction wasn't somebody who knew what was going on. The next day, then he was, correction. I did lose track of the score. But here's the thing. It wasn't that he lost track of the score. He forgot the fact that they actually have a timeout. He forgot that they actually had a timeout. That was even worse. In a critical last second situation, everybody should know the timeout situation. Not only did he not know the game was tied and he thought they had the lead, he also, and his plan was just to dribble the clock out. He also forgot they had a timeout. When he was walking off the court, and LeBron says, why you didn't call timeout? He said, I didn't know we had one. I don't think we have any timeouts. So when they go on the bench, and LeBron was like, okay. He asked the coach when coach came over. They had a players meeting, and the coaches had their meeting on the side. They're getting ready for overtime. You go over there, and we've all seen the infamous clip. He asked Tyler, did we have a timeout? He said, yeah. And that just did it. It was the total meltdown. You know, it was a total meltdown of LeBron James. Total meltdown. And it was never close after that. The brooms was out. It was a sweep, and that was that. So yes, on the Patreon, you will know about Kobe and Cam Newton's situation. Oh, we all know Isaiah would have took control. Michael Jordan would have took control. These are players. Like, these are all-star best players in the world. You know, that's a whole nother level. LeBron is not even, he can't even smell that level. When Paul Pierce said we knew LeBron was soft in those big moments in the clutch, it's the truth. He quit. LeBron quit because in his mind, he's mentally weak. That's why him coming up with an app talking about calm. This is a thinking app. Make you relax. Get your brain right. You need an app like that. He needs that kind of app. You think Jordan will be listening to a damn calm app? Jordan don't need that. You think this guy need it? You think this guy needs it? The Mamba mentality. Let's go through the Mamba mentality. Let me tell you the very first words in the Mamba mentality. Let's get to the introduction. The warning. Can y'all read that? Warning. What does it say? I'll read it to you. If you are going to invest your time in reading this book, be prepared for an adventure in high-level basketball. High level. High level. High level. Oh, what's my beef with LeBron? Oh, where should we start? You ever heard of Donald Trump? This is about the black version of him. First off, he believes his own headlines. This guy believes, he's brainwashed himself to believing he is better than what he is. He's artificial garbage. You've seen players like LeBron on a basketball blacktop. You've seen him in a gym. He's nothing but an athletic feature. And that's it. There's nothing super special about him that makes him better than everybody else. The league protects him. Dwayne Wade, Bosh, they did all the dirty work to win that championship. People forget about Shane Battier winning the second one. No, he's the chosen one by the NBA. The stupid idiot even tatted it on his back to show you what he is. He's a product. He's a company man who tries to pretend like he's woke. These fake woke people, they come around. Right. Now he's got all the entertainment people plugged into him. He didn't put his little minion pieces in there to write puff pieces about him, putting them in media so that they can get on there and get jobs just so they can pump his chest up full of air. And then they push that out to the world. That's why you can't trust ESPN no more. You can't trust any of these people. They don't know anything. They're completely blinded. And my thing is that you've seen the higher level. You've seen Kobe. That's high level basketball. I mean, that's high level. I ain't never hear nobody saying, man, how we gonna shut down LeBron today? I ain't never seen that. I mean, y'all got to start telling me something. Is it about the stats or it ain't about the stats? Because y'all love to throw the stats around, right? So, stats around, Zion finna break all his records. Statistically, Luka Doncic is finna break his records. Statistically, Trae Young is finna break all his records. So, what are we talking about? Trae Young, Luka, Zion, all these new people are on a faster course than LeBron James. LeBron James did not transcend basketball and make it his league. Never. It's Steph Curry league. Steph Curry, you got more people playing like Steph than ever. All these guys are on a faster course than LeBron. Even James Harden, who was showing you he could get a 50-point triple-double. Russ averaged a triple-double for 3 seasons, almost 4. 3 straight averaging a triple-double. And this guy who's supposed to be the biggest, strongest, freight train guy, best passer of the ball, he can't average a triple-double for a season? Even once? It was LeBron, the first player to get a triple-double against all the teams in the league. I'm like, it took him 17 years. Russ just did it a month later after him. A month later, Russ did it. Russ done played 4 years less. This dude passed Michael Jordan I mean, Isaiah Thomas in assists. Isaiah played 11, 12, almost, I'll say 13 seasons. LeBron has played 4 more years than Isaiah Thomas. And he just now passing him in assists. I don't want to hear nothing about this bum being better than any of those guys because he's not. He is hundreds of players behind. He is not leap years ahead. Only thing he's good at is marketing the game. That's where his advantages is. He loves the camera. He's an attention egomaniac, narcissist, all of it. But he's a phony. Whenever things get real, he doesn't show up. He's this fake woke guy all the time when something's trending. But he's never frontline for anything. Yeah, well, I just hope that answered the question. So now Dez should know why nobody like him. Because we know what he is. Oh, he's a Capricorn. Yeah, that's another reason. Dr. J, of course, Dr. J better than LeBron James. Look, dude, you gotta understand. LeBron is down there with like Dolph Shays, some Chris Dudley. It's like Dolph Shays, LeBron James, Chris Dudley. It's he down there in that topic. Wherever they ranked, he down there. So you understand now, Dez? Are you caught up? Of course, I'm upset about my gambling loss last night. Yeah, I'm gonna put 7,000 down on the Clippers just to see. I'm gonna put 7K down on the Clippers to win the championship. It might work out. Hell, Dolph Shays might be better than LeBron. I don't know. Now that we talking about it, we might need to do that one and look that up. Trucking with Stanley. Man, I ain't seen Trucking with Stanley in so long. He's like, I'm out here trucking. God don't like ugly. Well, he definitely don't like LeBron. That boy face looked like chewed up bubble gum. Somebody took some grape bubble gum, took it out and put it on his head. Yeah. There you go. LeBron James. I don't care who win it, unless my money on the line. I look good. I look good. The ladies tell me that. And I didn't have no money. The woman women were fighting over me. The other women went over there to beat another woman up for trying to talk to me. The only way LeBron got to get women now is because he's LeBron, and he's still just getting turned down. I was always the lady killer. I'm too sexy for this shirt. Too sexy for this shirt. This bum has got about 300 million and he can't even get a doggone Playboy model. She was like, nah, I don't think so. It's on the Patreon. And she's new on the Patreon. You can thank me later. Yep. So we've already made this video far too long. So let's get up out of here and make it happen.